With me is Mohamed Taha from BBC Arabic. And Mohamed, the Qatari Prime Minister was in Washington last night meeting the Secretary of State, and also he had dinner with President Trump. What would you have been hoping for from that meeting? We heard some fairly strong language during that interview there, didn't we?
Good morning, Lauren. The Qataris really want explanation from the United States how this attack has happened on their soil while they are hosting the biggest airspace for the United States in the Middle East in Al Udeid. So they would expect that the Americans would give them a heads up that will happen. This attack affected the Qataris politically and will affect them economically, and they will have to discuss with their biggest ally, the United States, what had happened and what will happen. Also, they will discuss with him how on earth the negotiations on ceasefire would continue if Israel is looking now for the rest of the negotiating team to kill them.
So, you mentioned the possibility of the ceasefire there. I mean, where is this now? Any prospect of reviving ceasefire talks, given what you just said?
I am surprised by the statements by the spokesperson of the Foreign Ministry of Qatar, who says they are hoping that the ceasefire would happen somehow. Is really optimistic point of view, and giving hope to the families of the hostages that they are waiting for loved one to come back, and giving hope also for the people in the city of Gaza who are facing these attacks every day to leave the city. 65 of them killed in the last 24 hours. The numbers of people who died in Gaza reaches 65,000, giving them hope. But if you think, Lauren, about the technicalities, how it will happen if Israel is really targeting this negotiating team of Hamas, wherever they are, in Qatar or any other state, how the negotiations will happen, where are they going to sit, how technically this would happen. And I think the Americans and the Qataris are discussing this, the hopes of the ceasefire, or even if the two-state solution would be something to discuss at this moment.
And in the meantime, there's been a UN General Assembly meeting that's been quite significant. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, the UN voted for a two-state solution in the UN last hours. 142 countries voted in favor of that, and 10 against, including Israel and the United States. And this is ahead of the UN summit on the 22nd of September, where many countries promised that they will recognize the Palestinian state, including the United Kingdom, France, Spain, Norway, and other countries. So this decision is significant towards that. However, if the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said just a few hours ago there will never be a Palestinian state, this is really disappointing in that context, and shows that the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is challenging the whole world.
Mohamed Taha, thank you very much indeed for giving us some context on that story. Thank you.
Thank you.